Oh, Barney's have been doing their thing. Boy went to go purchase a belt, I believe for $350. I'm not sure of the accurate amount. And he was locked up for it because the fact of the matter was that they felt as though since he was black, he didn't have that type of money. And another woman, she bought a Birkin, I don't know what kind of bag. It was like $2,500 bags, and it was an expensive bag, and she got paid for by credit card, and they locked her up. They felt as though she couldn't afford it because she was black. There was another man that was in Macy's that was profiled because he was black and he was an actor. And racial profiling will exist. Racial profiling will not stop. I know people want to believe that one day we could put a stop to all of this and stuff like that. But I mean, I hate to go back to this, but I'm going to say it anyway. Zimmerman killed that black boy, and they got off free. So now you started this little chain, which and everybody could just do what they wanted to when it comes to black people. Because the fact of the matter was that he got away with fucking murder. He lost his wife left, and all that kind of stuff like that. But the simple fact of the matter is that he got away with murder. And I'm not going to sit up here and say, well, the whole world is bad, because the whole world is not bad. But I believe, and it's just my opinion, whether you want to hear it or not, I'm just going to give it, that I've been around white people, and I've been around black people, and I've been around Spanish, I've been around Mexican, I've been around Puerto Rican. People are going to have fun, no matter what race, color, religion, whatever they are, they're going to have fun. I've been around white people who makes a hell of a lot of noise, which I would never think they do, but they do. Why? Would I not think this? Because I only was told that black people do that. I've been around Spanish people who make a hell of a lot of noise. And I would have, I kind of thought that too, but they do. It's really not about race, it's about the person within the individuality of himself. And I'm not a racist type of person, but I believe we all have a little racism inside of us, regardless of what we say. And my thing is this, is that, for us to try to get this melting pot going, it's going to be almost crazy. Especially when you simple fact about, you got the butler and you got the other one about the slaves and stuff like that. People just informing us what we went through. And a lot of young kids out here don't even want to hear that shit because they really don't care. They feel as though it has nothing to do with them. You got we're learning about Christopher Columbus and, discovered America. And it is like really fucked up because the way he did it, how you discover this, somebody, we know our truth, but we sit and we go to school to learn their truth and everything their way, and it's just really messed up. And then they started attacking Jay-Z because they felt as though he needed to stand up for Barney. He's trying to make his money, y'all. And at the end of the day, sometimes you got to go through people to get through to somebody else to get where you got to go. And I understand. My thing is that this is just my problem. If you but I'm a cheap bitch, so I can say this. If you spend $350 on a fucking belt, I feel as though your bank account should be fabulous. If you spend $2,500 on a fucking pocketbook, I feel as though your bank account should be fabulous. And I understand that people say, well, maybe going to have to be got because I just wanted what I want. But at the end of the day, are you thinking about the long line of life? Because simple fact of the matter, nothing is promised to you. And you have to save every nickel, dime, penny. In the world we live in, you have to save. I'm not saying you can't enjoy the luxuries of life, but I'm saying you just have to save. And the simple fact of the matter for all the black people out there, and this is to you, I'm discriminating right about now to the black people. Y'all sit back. Y'all purchase the best cars. Y'all purchase the best clothes. Y'all purchase the labels. Y'all purchase all this stuff like that. Versace, Armani, there's so many other ones. And y'all purchase these things because y'all see it makes you feel good. It makes you feel special. But when is the last time have you ever watched a commercial with one of y'all black asses up there holding a piece of perfume that you done purchased from them? When is the last time you went to the fucking fashion show and seen a bunch of black people walking out in that fashion thing? You are supporting these people, and yet and still you sit up here fighting and arguing, oh, this is Versace, this is this and this and this and that, because I can afford it. If you're not doing nothing to bring to them, you're doing nothing to take away from them. At the end of the day, they don't even give a fuck about you. You're nothing but a label whore. The simple fact of the matter is that you just want to feel fabulous on someone that don't even give a fuck about you. Why would you do that? That's the only thing I'm saying. You buy your best cars, you want to get all these name brand cars and stuff like that, and you get pulled over because you're not supposed to have that type of car. And they say, well, I made my money, I got it. They don't even give a fuck about you, and you support them, and you help them. White people don't spend their money on that shit. Some of them do, but many don't. They buy one pair of jeans and they pump it out, and the red bottoms and all this kind of shit. Black people have to get those, the heels, not because you want to fit in, because you want to be fabulous, but they don't give a fuck. I don't see no, they got to argue, get black people on the runway because black people can't be models. All we do is eat fried chicken and sit in the fucking house. Oh my God, this video's going to the left. I don't feel well, but oh God, this is not what I want to talk about. And my thing is, well, I just have to do what I have to do. I guess I do my video I want to do tomorrow. But the thing about it is that we spend all this money, we buy this hair from the Koreans and stuff like that, but they don't, to me, Koreans, I don't have no problem with them. I do kind of see their food a little differently, but hey, to each his own, you do you, I really don't care. You know, my thing is, you sit back and you go, if you don't believe me, count how many commercials that you see before a black person pop up. Why is it all the black people have to be pushed to say, we supposed to be the melting pot of America? Why are we so segregated? Why is it that when I go to different areas and stuff like that, things are totally different? When you go to black areas, there's a liquor store in every corner. Wait, you got to travel up really far to get it. They don't allow that. They don't allow the dollar store. They don't allow a lot of them things. You know, and the simple fact of the matter is that, you know, I believe, just my opinion, that white people do just as much crime as black people. The only difference is it's not reported. And I said it. Now, I don't care what nobody say. You make it mad, read me, whatever you want. I just believe they do the same amount of shit. There is no such thing as somebody just do certain amount of shit. There's only one race. They all do certain amount of shit. I just feel as though it's not reported. Oh, we'll let you go. We'll let you go. Oh, we got a black person. Bring him in. This way we can log it in as another black crime to make it look bad. It is no way in hell you're going to tell me the world we live in 2013 that we're the only race that ends up doing all this stuff like that. No, we get racial profile because simple fact of the matter is that we're driving while black, walking while black, trying to get home and get shot and fucking killed while black. And they say, oh, they always want to make it a race issue. But then why don't you try to do something? Anyway, that being said, I'm going to drop it right here because, I mean, it's not like I'm against white people, not against anybody, because my thing is this, but I do have eyes that I do see. I've been attacked by police. Matter of fact, I got beaten by cops, and this is way before this. I was hanging out. This is how the story went. I'm going to tell it really quick and really short because I'm ready to get off because I don't feel well. I was with my mother. She wanted me to come to the store with her. This is when I was much younger, and she brought me to the store with her. I'm inside the store and I'm looking at you know, I'm obviously young because I'm looking at the fish in the fish tank. So I'm looking at the fish inside the store and stuff like that. So these guys came over to me and they grabbed me and they pulled me out of there and they dragged me into the back. So I'm saying to myself, I'm fighting back because I don't know what the fuck they are. I mean, all I'm seeing is plain clothes stuff like that. They took me to the back and they took me to handcuff me. They threw me against the wall. I got bleeding, all this stuff like that. They said, we got the person back here who stole the stuff. So the next thing I know, they brought a bag in. Now the bag is packed with a bunch of stuff inside of it. So I'm saying, oh my God, this is what happens when you're being framed. So now you're bringing a bag with stuff inside of it. This is just to let you know how fucked up life can really be. How a fucking cop can turn your whole fucking life upside down for no fucking reason at all. Just minding your fucking business. Goes for any race underneath the covers of the sun. But basically, you already know which ones I'm really talking to. And the simple fact of the matter is that the bag was brought in. I'm sitting up there bleeding. I'm in handcuffs. I'm beside of a room. And they told me, they said, what were you doing this house? I was over there about to do this. They said, no, you wasn't. You were stealing. I said, how was I stealing? I don't have anything in my hand. They said, well, you were stealing stuff. I said, how was I stealing anything? They told me, they said, well, they said, you stole this stuff. I said, well, if I stole it, don't you think that this had to be in my hand, me walking out the door? Then you grab me. Then you put me back in the store. Then you do what you got to do. I'm not going to say I'm perfect, but Lord knows I was not stealing. And the simple fact of the matter is, why would you go out and steal? If I wanted to steal something, why the fuck would I bring my mother with me? I mean, what are we, I mean, really, what are we, hillbillies and shit? Anyway, that being said, So they sit up there and they said, so I was listening back and forth to them, like, you know, you listen to the walkie-talkie, they was like, whatever the fuck that bullshit them cops be using. And, they talked back and forth. They said, the person got away. They said, no, we got him back here. We got him back here. Because back then I was him. And I know fuck you shady bitches say you still are. But anyway. So, I sit up there and everything, and I was like in the back, and they was like, no, we got it. I said, oh, okay. So all the guys came in the back. And they said, that's not the person. So when they found that it wasn't me, they said, well, what the hell are you doing inside here? They started interrogating me. Now, you just realized you have the wrong person, so why am I being interrogated? So now they sit up there, and they started arguing with me, asking me why the hell was I there. They screaming back and forth like you see on TV. That's exactly what they was doing with me. Now you realize you have the wrong person. Why can't you say, oh, we made a mistake? But they never apologized. My arms and everything were bleeding and everything. They said, well, if you're in here, what were you doing? I said, I'm here with my mother. They said, oh, you're here with your mother. So then after I said that, they said, well, if your mother's here, we'll call on the intercom. So they called her, and she came to the back, and their faces dropped. And they said, well, you here to take your child. And my mother said, well, what's going on? And this is before my mother changed into the person she is now. My mother used to be this really loving person. But now she's out for motherfucking war, and she don't give a fuck. She ain't taking no prisoners. Not even me. But she ain't taking no prisoners. The world has changed her into I guess like me, a cold bitch. But it is what it is. Whatever don't kill you will make you stronger. And after that, I went home and I bleeding and I was crying. And of course, when your mother shows up, you automatically start crying like, Mama, look what they did to me. And it was like, well, they never apologized to them. They just let me go. This is how I know racial profiling exists. And I guarantee you, God is my witness, there are a ton of people inside of jail who should not be there. And I can't stand at being at the wrong place at the wrong time. Anyway, that being said, I'm going to cut this video short because I know it's about to go too long. Anyway, this was not what I wanted to talk about, but I don't feel too well, and I'm going to get better. Don't you worry, honey, bitches. Anyway, and I have a cold in case you shady bitches try to think of something else. Anyway, I want to thank you new people, bam. I want to thank you old people, boom. And I want to thank you for watching. Thank you for subscribing. I want you to do you. I want you to do you the best way you can. And if nobody don't like it, then fix this shit and stop fucking racial profiling black people. Fuck them.